Hello all, this is Shakti with week 22 of my video blogging experience through the Florida School of Massage. Week 22, it's absolutely unreal that I am filming this video blog right now. I was just scrolling through the channel looking at all the blogs that have come before this one, and it's pretty incredible to see, even just in the still frames, to see the sort of transition that has occurred in my countenance and what I've chosen to express. Been a fascinating process to witness from the beginning. So this is week 22, and here I am, so close to graduating from the Florida School of Massage program, and in a really bittersweet place. This past week was my last and final clinic of the student clinic, and I feel a profound sense of joy and gratitude that I got to participate in that experience. Truly giving massage and giving it for free was one of the most deeply moving experiences I've had. Really illuminated for me what it means to be of service and to give of myself effortlessly without expecting anything in return. And yet I was given so much in return through the feedback that I got from my clients. And every single piece of feedback I've received has been really affirming for me in my choice to go to the school and to follow the path that I'm following. So I feel endless amounts of gratitude for that. But it was my last one, and as I turned in my binder, I definitely felt a pang of nostalgia already. And so one of the things that has come up for me as I'm walking through this last and final threshold of being at FSM is a really profound knowingness that I am so much a better human being and soul on this planet because of my experience at FSM. If nothing else ever wonderful happened to me from now until the moment I transitioned out of this material existence, it's okay because of FSM. And I don't say that lightly. I really mean that with all of my heart. And I know that from this moment forward, whenever there's a moment in my life where I feel afraid or like I don't have support or lonely, I now know that's not true. And I know it because I found family, soul family at FSM. And I learned there in a very meaningful way that we are never alone. And that love is always waiting to meet us, as is opportunity, success, and friends. So for that, I am truly and profoundly grateful. I take FSM and everyone that was part of my experience there in my heart forever. Wherever I go, whatever message becomes the message of my life, FSM will be a staple part of that, a cornerstone in the creation of that, for sure. Something else that has been really interesting and moving for me has been that in the past week, many of my friends that I haven't heard from in a long time, or even family members that I haven't connected with in a long time, have been coming out of the woodwork and reaching out to me and saying, you know, you've been on my mind quite frequently lately, and I just wanted to reach out and see how you were doing and if there's anything I can do to support you in your process. And that has been so miraculous for me because particularly the friends I have reached out to are not friends that I communicate with on a regular basis or family members. And they're definitely not people who know what is going on, factual, in my life. The people that I communicate the facts of what's going on in my life are definitely a much closer, smaller group and that I see on a regular basis. So for them to say, you've been on my mind, I just thought that you needed me, is there anything I can do to support you, is further evidence to me that we really are all one and we are all connected. And when there is a link in our web that is needing support, when there is a link in the chain that is feeling maybe a little weak and could use some support, that message on some level gets sent off and it reaches the people it needs to reach so that they can come to the link and say, link, I know that you're struggling. Is there anything that I can do for you? Because physically nothing has been said, but energetically somehow these souls have registered that my presence was needed in their life, that their presence was needed in my life. And they have reached out and connected with me, and I have felt true gratitude that they have done that, because every time I connect with them, I am so fed by something that they share with me or some assistance that they offer me. And that's just, to me, it's completely heartwarming and heart-opening to know that we are such a beautiful web and so delicately connected to one another that we can reach out for help even when we think we're not. That we can receive help. People will find us. Our loved ones will come to us and say, I know that you need, how can I help you? And in the same way, when someone needs of us, we will be called upon if it is appropriate for us to be there. And we will have the opportunity to serve them. And that is just so beautiful. There are no words to describe how I experience that miracle of life. It's so incredibly profound and touching for me. Particularly when I'm passing through various moments in my life where I might feel unsupported, or I feel like I'm hanging on a limb and not really knowing what's going on, as I have been feeling for weeks now. And then for that to come through, for things to come through in that magical, mysterious way to communicate to me that I am okay, is just amazing. It's truly amazing. And for all of you who have reached out to me in support and in love, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for responding to the call to be of service. It truly means the world to me. Truly. So that's been the most inspirational thing I've experienced in this past week. Aside from that, I had the honor and the pleasure of offering a massage session to someone who had never received a professional massage, and his response to that session was really one of the main things that keeps me going. He was just so grateful, and he felt so good in his body, better than he had felt almost in his whole life. And he literally expressed that it had changed his life, and it had really increased his awareness of his body and his dedication to take care of himself. And that to me was just, it was the perfect thing to hear, to know that the work that I am offering the world is bringing that to people. That's perfect. It's exactly what I want to hear. Other than that, I'm officially scheduled to take my licensing exam the week after I graduate, and so I'm really grateful that has come through and it's on its way. It'll be scheduled for Friday the 13th, which is perfect. My favorite number, and Friday the 13th is like a holiday for me. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited to get the ball rolling. Things are shaking out, slowly but surely coming through, and I'm feeling in this moment really positive and really forward-thinking and forward-living, maintaining my presence in the present and looking greatly forward to the future. So that's all. That's all for my week 22. Thanks again so much for watching. If you are a supporter in any way, if your prayers come in my direction, if you watch these videos and feel inspired by them, or if you've reached out to me personally and offered me support in any way, thank you so much for your presence and your inspired action and your inspired support. I really appreciate it, and I wish you many blessings and much support and love in return. Thank you.